Hi Taurus, welcome back to TAROTPOSH. I'm going to be doing your reading today for Taurus Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs from May 1st to May 7th, 2021. I hope that this reading video finds you well and everything is going amazing. And if for any reason it's not, I hope things soon are to turn in your favor for the better. Okay, so let's get to it. I'm going to be using the White Fly Tarot deck by Danilo Sanino. It was a Kickstarter project that I finally received the cards 2 weeks ago, and they are fabulous. I just looked at the bottom of the deck. I didn't say the reading, what type of reading I'm doing yet, but I'm pulling it out. The Fool. That's the journey that you are on right now, Taurus, for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. For May 1st through May 7th. So what the reading is, it's going to be the journey that you're on, the one option, the one road you could take, the other road you could take. So it's sort of like two roads to row reading, two paths. The one road is the Queen of Swords. And the outcome for that is the Five of Wands. I'm going to do another shuffle here. Everything you need to know is in the description box below. My playlists are categorized by month. In the light of the light through the light. Thank you for the gifts of insight. I pledge never to take them in vain. Before I could finish, these cards came out. So the other option is, or road, is the Star, and the outcome is the Sun. So that is pretty good. Okay, so let me dive into this a little bit further. So the journey is the Fool. You always say a leap of faith, but you know, it's like, look at this spectacular, every chakra color, rainbow cape and hat that he's wearing. He's dressed for success. Definitely just into the music. Definitely a pan, you know, like a pan looking Fool here. This is looking to see. This is Pluto energy. That's what I'm reading. No. Saturn. Nope, wrong again. I should put my glasses on. Sorry for the delay. You could see that there. I don't usually read out the signs, but because it's there, I am reading it. So this is Uranus energy, guided by that planet. If you're stepping with this leap of faith, this new beginning, just starting the cycle all over again, like a brand new baby almost. You can go into that new journey as the Queen of Swords. But the Queen of Swords, she does have, she's great at communication. She definitely does not like idle chit chat. She just gets to the point. She uses that sword to carve out her destiny. Also to carve out what doesn't serve her anymore. So as the Fool with the new beginning, this may be a path that you want to take. But I feel she definitely does have a lot coming in with the third eye here. With this headpiece. But that little red dot there to me on her cape, that symbolizes to me some pain that maybe she's carrying. Old hurts. I feel with that energy going into this new endeavor, new beginning, new phase of life. I feel like it's a new phase of life. I just feel like it's a new you, a recreation of yourself. I feel if you go that way, you're going to come across the Five of Wands energy, which is it's Leo. This is Leo and yes, Saturn. So I feel that you're going to get some surprises. If you go in with Queen of Swords energy with this to carve out your new beginning. New beginning is what it is, really. That's the journey you're on. Rediscovering yourself. And being, you know, naive about it. So if you're trying to go that route, not naive in a bad sense, just sort of, if you want to make a new beginning and not carry old hurts with you, going with the Queen of Swords and going into that new chapter, it may be harsh and you could come across conflict and you can actually have a lot of fire energy there. So if you go in abruptly with cutting energy, there are good qualities to Queen of Swords as well. So I'm not saying they're all negative. They're amazing qualities. But I feel that the reaction you might get is this. And you'll come across conflict. If you take this journey, this path with the Fool as a new beginning, and instead you go the path and the road with the Star, this is Aquarius energy. You're going to be more zen. Look at that pose. Very zen. And do you see the movements? It's like as if someone took the photo in the slow motion of each movement. So I feel like going this route, it's like you have more helping hands for yourself. You have this dragonfly spirit in the middle here. You're the Star. And you also have this like almost halo around your head. And the star energy of the universe is pouring down into your crown chakra. And I feel that with this new chapter, this new beginning, this is a healthier route to go. But you have free will, so it's your choice. The outcome, I feel, is the Sun. So if it's a new beginning, this is really a rebirth for you, and it's success. Happiness, success, and a lifeline. And you're wearing a crown. It's like really diving like deep, having faith and hope in the journey, trusting it, trusting yourself, relying on that wisdom from above. And, you know, whether you believe in a higher power or just a higher vibration of yourself, that you want to have a higher vibration to attract those good things, those healthy things that are going to give you that sun energy, that success, then this is the path and the road that you can take. Taurus is earth energy, so Taurus also, as far as the cardinal, fixed, and mutable signs, the Taurus energy is fixed, stable, and determined. Okay? As that earth sign. Pentacles are earth, and this almost looks like the most beautiful pentacle with a little beautiful baby inside. I don't know if you, even yourself, this new journey could be that you are hoping and wishing for a child or birthing something, Taurus. You could go the Queen of Swords, Five of Wands, right? But it's like it's more like you're fighting your way to get the same outcome. And I just don't see the sun ending up on that side. I see it here next to the star. So that's what I have for you. I'm going to pull one more card from the White Fly Tarot. Again, I hope you are doing well. Please hit like and subscribe, spread the love, and comment. Feel free to comment. I love to have a rapport with people that come by and stop by my channel. Liking and subscribing helps me to help you to do more of these readings more often and more specific to your sign. To provide guidance for what you need to know. In the light of the light, through the light. Thank you for the gifts of insight. I pledge never to take them in vain. Never, never. And when I say that saying, which I always do, I'm calling upon a higher power. So, I think I got my answer because this Knight of Swords came out with the Tower next to it. So this is more Swords energy. And I feel that even though this is a queen here, I feel that the queen is feminine energy, but we both have masculine and feminine, so take it as it applies. But this knight, he looks really gung-ho. You know, he's like, I'm on this new journey, this full journey, on this new endeavor, this new chapter of my life, and I'm really gonna, you know, get out there and battle my way and, you know, all about protection and expansion. But he looks a little scary. So, you know, and that energy, this looks like a sword here. And that's the Tower. So I definitely feel on this end, that's just telling you, again, the Queen of Swords going that route. Queen of Swords holds on to old hurts. Maybe she's, you know, going to get her son or her little brother the knight to, like, you know, help her fight her battles. And that's why the Five of Wands is here. With the star and the sun, To clarify, we have the Emperor coming out, Aries energy, building a strong foundation, and he's like looking towards this, the other option, the other road, Sword energy, and he looks a little pissed. He's like, no, don't go that route. Very stern. He's like the boss, the leader. And I feel like that Emperor is protecting you because we, of course, when we start a new journey with the Fool, we are definitely in some way, shape, or form building a new foundation. So you have the Emperor and then you have the King of Cups coming out. And that is clarifying the star and the sun path, road to take on this Fool's journey. So to me, the sun is rising here. It's a new day. Build that foundation. Guard yourself against too much sword energy and maybe past hurts. And also grab that cup of love. King of Cups. You know, always say kings are vulnerable. They're on their throne. What does the king do? He rules over emotions, right? The queen more nurtures emotions, more nurturing energy. Knights, they experience, expand, and protect, right? And the pages explore, deliver messages. They're, you know, not as experienced as that, you know, knight, queen, king energy. So just to say that. This is your one clarification, and this is the other. So I would say this King of Cups definitely rules over this Knight of Cups, Knight of Swords energy that can bring on a tower. I would rather stay with the Emperor energy and the King of Cups. Sustaining emotional intelligence is what the King of Cups does as well. Sustaining that emotional intelligence. Being that caring person but still ruling. So you are building the foundation, ruling over your kingdom of this brave new fool's journey, new endeavor, new chapter of your life. And you're letting the star lead the pathway with hope and faith, which will lead you to the sun. Rejuvenation, success, rebirth, childlike innocence. And I think that's the side you want to go with. I definitely do. Also because I see the Fool here with all the colors. And there's so much more colors on this side, on this road, this path as well. So that's just also something else that I, notice. So I'm going to pull a card for you from the Celtic Messages Oracle deck. I want to know what may be standing between or making you conflicted or might be a challenge regarding which road to take. And what pops out? 21, the maze. Confusion, choices, life paths. So I see this can be confusing and challenging for you because this is not only just a new chapter, but it's a new life path. So that puts a little bit more, not stress, but it puts a little bit more significance on this reading for you, Taurus, for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, from May 1st to May 7th. I'm going to, oh, I don't know why. I was going to put that back and I said, no, I got to look at the bottom of the deck. And the reason why is because we have Mabon, Divine Child's Liberation, 3. 3 is also Empress energy, okay? Look at that card. It's like you got that tree of wisdom, tree of life in the background, arms up in the air, and what does that look like? That's the sun shining brightly behind Mabon. So I'm going to read for you because this is telling you this is the direction to go. That's the road to take. Not the Queen of Swords way, the harsh way, the fight your way to the top. Not, you have free will what to decide. We all have different personalities. But Taurus, that's what I'm getting in this reading for you. So I'm going to read this Mabon card for you. I feel like you really need to hear this message. Going down this path is liberation, new perspective, harmony, unity, captivity, and captivity and liberation. Well, liberation of captivity. Mediator, cycles of life. Cycles of life. The maze is like a cycles of life. Confusion, choices, life paths. Cycles of life, changing season and their treasure. Changing seasons and their treasures. The Fool is like a changing of a season for you, but it is a significant life path choice. And you don't need to be confused about it because this came out as a clarifier as your answer. The world and all it holds with open arms is for you. Excitement, happiness, and infectious laughter. No matter what your current circumstances, you will find joy and liberation from old habits, stress, or unpleasant situations. New ideas, perspective, maybe even a new birth. And that's why I'm pulling this up. So I would say if this has to do with birth, fertility, I'm not giving, health advice here. But what I will say is whatever you're trying to birth, go that star route with the sun as the outcome, the emperor as the clarifier, new foundation, king of cups, sustaining that emotional well-being. And don't be confused and let your need to maybe want to embrace Queen of Swords because it's going to bring you into that conflict. And it's just going to, maybe the Knight of Swords is, another person coming at you like full force, causing a tower moment. And then, you started this new beginning all gung-ho, but with heavier energy than you needed. So this is just for guidance. So take it as it applies. Don't force anything. If it doesn't fit, then that's not your reading. This Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. So you could check other aspects of your chart. If you have a moon in Leo, then you could look at Leo. Your Virgo rising, then you could look at Virgo. And you could, look at the other signs that way and get some enlightenment. This is very enlightening. Very, very enlightening. And you can always get, if you don't know tarot, or you don't have the time to learn, you could always get an oracle deck that resonates with you. And when you're going through something like this, where you're going on a new journey, fool's journey, and you're doing soul searching, you can always get an oracle deck. This is the first one I started with. This is Celtic Messages by Jules Taylor. I don't even know if this is still in print, but I started 13 years ago. And at first I didn't use the tarot deck for personal reasons. I did readings by psychometry, holding an object, and I would also do divination with the oracle. I love that, you know, Celtic history, Welsh, English, and Irish, and German, and a few other things. So I'm happy to be one. But definitely I love all that, you know, history, that European history, the Vikings, and all that stuff. I mean, if you think about it, even thousands of years ago, you know, or even when I did family history, I look on Ancestry, and I actually can see what, you know, where my family lived in England, you know, what they did for a living. Like sometimes I look at the census records, I can see like their faces, and you know, on the travel ships when they came, you know, across to America, and you realize like things have changed, technology's changed, the world has changed, but they lived through, you know, those basic human choices just like we do today. So when you look back at time like that, it's amazing when you realize that, you know, they were human just like us. So, yes. And the Oracle deck, again, is Celtic Messages cards. I also use an Alice in Wonderland Oracle, which I love. And that comes with an amazing book. I also use the John Highland Psychic Tarot Oracle deck. He's a psychic, actually. And I didn't even put two and two together that I read books from him years and years ago when I first started doing readings. And this is a beautiful deck. And for some reason, if you're going through something, like that is like my go-to deck. Also, I have messages from the Mermaids deck. Karen K. She's on Instagram. And she is great. And with the Oracle decks, I don't know, I think that might be it. I guess I'm going to have to get some more. I think, oh, I do have a Simulon deck, which is like an translated like a German deck that has to do with like past life readings. So you know what? Really read it intuitively, but you know what? I'm gonna go on for you, Taurus. Now that we're talking about Oracle deck. And I have the Moon deck as well, which is lovely. So, we have Taurus, Leo, the Sun, and Venus. Now, to me, this is definitely a queen holding an apple. And of course, the image tells me that, you know, Eve did give that apple to Adam. And I also noticed the way she's sitting. It's not, you know, her legs aren't, because not very ladylike. It is feminine energy that I'm reading. So apply that as it resonates with you. but I do feel like she is holding on to the choice of having that knowledge of that apple and actually sitting on a throne over it with her crown. She has her 2 pillars there, and she has a very abundant gown on, very, very symmetrical. High collar, jewels, and she's not afraid to show her femininity with her probably corset underneath that and showing off her bosom. And she's looking straight at you. She's fierce. And I feel, Taurus, that this is the energy that you should definitely step into regarding this fool's journey. I feel that this is definitely for you. I don't know, Taurus, if you might have Leo in your chart anywhere. We have the sun here, and I said also Venus. So just take that as it applies. What a beautiful, abundant card. Even I get like Empress energy from this card. So when looking at this card yourself, whatever comes up for you, it's supposed to really be potent, subconscious, that recalls memories from past lives. That's what this symbol on Zap is really about. So, and I feel with that star energy, the sun, the Emperor, oh, Emperor's got his Empress now, and it comes full circle. So namaste. I pray you find your way. Thank you for coming to my channel. Please hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Mwah!